There is a version of you that the world has never met. You're not hiding it on purpose. You may not even know it's there. But it's real, and it's been waiting a long time. By the end of this, you'll know exactly who it is. Let me describe a moment to you. It's the end of a long day. You've been on for hours. Warm, capable, agreeable. The version of you that people rely on. And now you're finally alone. The door closes. The car goes quiet. And something happens to your face. It just drops. The smile you didn't know you were holding lets go. Your shoulders come down. And for a second, before any thought arrives, there's a strange flatness where a person should be. Not sad, exactly. Just empty. Like a stage after the audience has gone home. If you felt that little hollow click between who you were a moment ago and whoever this is now, then you already know what this video is about. You just may have never had a word for it. The word is persona, and it might be the most useful idea Carl Jung ever gave us, because almost nobody realizes it's running their life. Jung borrowed the term from ancient theater. Persona was the literal mask an actor held up to play a role, and the word, fittingly, means the mask through which the sound comes. That's not an accident. The persona is the face you wear so the world can deal with you. It's the polished, presentable, socially fluent self, the good employee, the easygoing friend, the strong one, the funny one, the one who's fine. And here's the part nobody tells you. The persona is not a flaw. It's not fake in the way we usually mean. You need it. A person with no persona at all would be unbearable. No filter, no tact, blurting every raw impulse. The mask is how we live together without constant collision. Jung was clear about this. The persona is healthy. It is necessary. It is a tool. The problem is never that you have a mask. The problem is when the mask has you. Because here's what happens to so many of us. The persona works. It works too well. You get praised for being the dependable one, so you become more dependable. You get loved for being low maintenance, so you ask for less and less. You get rewarded for the role. And slowly, without ever deciding to, you stop taking the mask off. You wear it to work. You wear it to dinner. You wear it with the people who supposedly know you best. And then eventually, you wear it when you're completely alone, performing for an audience that left years ago. Jung had a phrase for this. He called it identification with the persona. It's when you forget there's a difference between the mask and the face underneath. When someone asks, "How are you?" and "I'm good," comes out before you've even checked. When you genuinely can't tell anymore whether you want the thing or whether wanting it is just part of the role. And this is where it gets quietly painful. So stay with me. When you live as your persona for long enough, two things go wrong at once. The first is that everything real about you, the messy desires, the unflattering needs, the anger, the strangeness, the parts that don't photograph well, gets pushed off stage. It doesn't disappear. It goes into the shadow, that storehouse of everything you've decided you can't be. So the better your mask gets, the bigger and hungrier your shadow grows in the dark behind it. The most put-together people are often carrying the heaviest unlived selves. The second thing is subtler and worse. You start to feel like a fraud, but not because you're doing anything wrong. You feel like a fraud because some part of you knows the applause is for the mask, not for you. So the more they love the persona, the lonelier you get, Praise for the performance just confirms that the real one was never seen. That's the loneliness in a room full of people who adore you. It's the cost of being known only as your character. So how do you tell whether you've simply got a healthy persona or whether you've vanished into it? Here are a few honest tests. Ask yourself, when was the last time I told someone something true that didn't make me look good? Ask yourself, do I know what I actually want, or only what I'm supposed to want? Ask yourself, who am I when there is absolutely no one to be it for? And does that question scare me a little? If the answers come slowly, that's not a failure. That's just the mask being heavier than you realized. And realizing it is the entire beginning. Now, I want to be careful, because the lesson here is not tear off the mask and be your raw self everywhere. That's not freedom, that's chaos. And Jung would have called it just as lost. The goal isn't to destroy the persona. The goal is to be able to take it off, to hold it in your hand instead of having it fuse to your skin, to wear the dependable face at work because you choose to, and then to set it down and find that there's still someone home. That distance is everything. The mask you can remove is a tool. The mask you can't is a cage. So tonight, when the door closes and your face does that thing, when the performance ends,